So, I know I haven't posted in a while. The reason for that being I sold the Ranger a few months back. Sold it. Just wanted something else. Haven't had anything besides the Vic in that time period. But, as you see probably by the title, I bought a new mini truck project. So, I'm looking at it. I know you can't see it yet, but looking at it. Bought a new project mini truck. So I bought this yesterday. It's a 94, I believe, hard body. 4-cylinder, 5-speed. Already got stuff to fix as well. I don't know if you can see down in there. Yeah, pulled in the yard yesterday, blowing steam. Water pump wasn't turning. The tensioner for the bolt for the alternator tensioner came out, so therefore water pump, alternator weren't turning. Gotta find the bolt, I guess. Part store or whatever. I've been looking, but might just have to end up going to the hardware store and finding the right thread pitch and length. But yeah, it's a new little build. Planning on hopefully doing some cool stuff with it. So as I pulled in to my buddy's house, I noticed a little smoke. See, the only gauge on this thing that doesn't work is, of course, the temperature gauge, coolant temp. Well, running hot. Once I got here, I got to inspecting, and I found, yeah, that's probably why. The fan, water pump, none of that was turning. Alternator. I had a bolt shear off in the alternator tensioner up here, so gonna rip this alternator off, and then so we can get that bolt out and get a new one in and get it fixed up. The more I dig, the worse it gets. Got the plug out of the back here and the positive, but I'm looking at the bolt. I don't know if you can see, but it's got washers on it, and then if I can through this hole. Yeah, it's just a threaded rod with 2 nuts on the back that I have no clue how I'm gonna reach. So I don't know. Well, as you can see, got the alternator off. Had to disconnect the coolant hoses, but it is what it is. This is the problem. Well, I'd say the main problem. The other problem is the bottom bolt being wrong. But I'm gonna try to drill this, use a extractor, so I can get it to pop out. Parts run, got a new bolt. Hopefully this will tighten up the alternator, the looseness on it at least. You know, we had to hit the local Ace Hardware special. Now we're back on the way while hydrating to see if this works. I forgot to film, but thankfully, as soon as I started drilling the bolt, it came right out. So we got the alternator back on, coolant hoses back on. I just got to hook it back up. So I know I didn't film much from the last clip, but got everything put back together. Refilled the coolant, put the coolant lines back on. I haven't fully bled the coolant yet, just because I didn't have time the other day. I had other stuff to do. But as you see, we're running. About to go to the car wash. About to go grab a drink. So hopefully everything's fine. I'm about to see though. It's the Maiden voyage right here. Bye-bye. got some air. Front tires are a little low. The truck has a small hesitation, like when you're driving. I don't know if it's the fuel or what. It kind of feels like a misfire or like a fuel cut, just stutters randomly. But then it's like once you drive it for a little bit, it clears up. So I might put some fresh fuel in it, and maybe if that doesn't solve it, maybe like a bottle of heat or something. Maybe there's a little water, moisture in the fuel. But yeah, doesn't seem to be running hot, so that's a plus. I would assume that the belt's still on. I don't know if it's running hot though, because temperature gauge does not work. I'm about to go to the parts store. We're gonna see if we can find one and how much that costs, because I'd like to get that working. So instead of gas, I'm gonna try the seafoam. Forgot that the gas tank's on the other side on this thing, but I was trying to see if they had a coolant temp sensor, but I don't know which one exactly this thing needs. And I'm gonna take it apart and look at it before I. There's no wasp in here. Before I buy one, no way I don't buy. Is that normal? Oh, that's not normal. Before I buy the wrong one. Yeah, why does my gas tank have pressure in it? I don't feel like that's normal. Yeah, there's ratios on the bottle, but my ratio is all of it. If the whole bottle don't make it any better, then the ratio wasn't gonna either. So, oh well. Don't need that where we're going. Actually, we do need this where we're going. Not the bottle, though. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. Maybe someone knew that it was having pressure in the gas tank. Yeah, I thought that's probably not a good thing. So I realized as I was editing this video that I did not really film an end to it, or an outro, I guess you would say. Hard body is something. Drove it to work one day this past week, and there's some kind of vibration coming from the Driveline area. Not too sure exactly what it is. Haven't even looked at it, if you want me to be honest with you. But yeah, definitely I need to get it on a lift and go over everything on the underside of it. It feels like maybe drive shaft bolts are loose, or U-joints going out, something, I don't know. But that's going to be a date, or a video for a later date. I'm going to try to post more whenever I have time and financial funds to put into this thing. Not really priority of mine at the moment, though, unfortunately. So just bear with me. The videos will come as I can make them. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. It's the new whip for the moment. So that'll be it for this time.